delaying, let's start the class of this day. That is, now we are going to learn about the sex determination in case of insects. So in the previous class we have studied the sex determination in case of humans and also the Drosophila. So we got to know that what type of sex determination, that is XX and XY type, okay, which we can see this type of determination or the sex determination in case of two, that is, one is in case of humans and again in case of Drosophila, right? So we are finished with this XX and XY type. So now we'll learn about this sex determination in case of the insects. So what kind or by how we can determine the sex of the insects? So there is a one more type, that is XX and X0 type sex determination, okay, where this is found in the insects, okay. So now let's see. We know where XX is the female. It is also same in case of humans and also Drosophila. So let me write that. So the female insect, I in the sense insect, okay, and male insect, where female insect will be having the sex chromosome, that is XX, where the male insect will be having the chromosome X0, okay. So what is this X0? Is it bit confused? Let it be. Let me tell you it in a detail. So in case of female, it is clear that where the female insect will be having the same chromosome, that is XX, in case of sexual or the sex chromosome, okay, not the somatic or the germ cells. So coming to the male is having a single chromosome, that is X, and where 0 is nothing, means male is having only single chromosome. For example, if this insect, for example, you can take the grasshopper, okay. If the grasshopper is having the 20 chromosomes in the sense, the grasshopper will be having the 10 pairs of chromosome, okay. Is this clear? 10 pair of chromosomes, and the above 9 pair of chromosomes are autosomes, okay, which regulate on the body color, eye, hair, that and all. But the remaining one pair, that is the allosome or the sex chromosome. So that one pair is XX in female, but in case of male, where the male will be having a single chromosome X. In the sense, it won't be having any pair over there. So it is called as the X0 chromosome in male. In the sense where the female will be having the 20 chromosome and here the male will be having the 19 chromosome. Is this clear? So it is called as the X0 chromosome. So now let's form the gametes. So we all know to do gametes, right? So from X and X we'll get the same, that is X and X. From male we'll get the X0, right? So let's put the Punnett square now. Is this visible? Okay. Where X0, XX. So by crossing we'll get the XX, again XX, X0, X0, right? Where XX are the female insects, okay? Means where this X got fused with the X chromosome, right? So what will the production there? Females only. Suppose the X gets fused with the 0, then we'll get the X0, that is the male. Because we know that females will be having the XX chromosome and male will be having the X0. In the sense, only single chromosome. Is this clear? So this is how we can determine the sex in case of the insects. Because the male will be having the X0 chromosome and female will be having the XX. Is this clear? So let me tell you once again. If the female X gets fused with the male X, then there will be the production of female insects. Suppose if female X gets fused with the 0, means nothing, then there will will be the production of male insects. Is this clear? So this is how we can determine the sex in case of the insects, and example is grasshopper. Okay, that's good. I think you got. If you find any doubt, you can please ask out me. So now we learned XX and XY and also the XX and X0 in case of humans, Drosophila and also the insects. So now we'll study about the ZW and ZZ type of sex determination. In the sense, it is in case of birds. In case of birds, how can we determine the sex of the offsprings, right? So that we will study about the ZZ and ZW type. So what is this ZZ-ZW type? It is nothing but where XX and XY, right? Same like ZZ and ZW. In order to avoid confusion from human and the birds chromosomes, so they gave the term letter ZZ and ZW. So it is nothing mystery, nothing like that. Okay, it is just simple. So in order to avoid confusion, they gave the letter or they used the letter ZZ and ZW. Okay? So let me tell you once again, where XX and XY in case of humans and Drosophila, where XX and X0 in case of insects. So in case of birds, we will study ZZ and ZW. So what we will notice is, in this case, to our mind, suddenly as we have studied this XX and XY, XX and X0, right? So we will be having ZZ in the sense it will be the female. No, it is not. So it is just exactly opposite, or you can say ulta, because the ZZ chromosomes will be present in male. Okay, got? So it is just opposite to these things. Got? Where ZW chromosome is present in the female. In the sense where here the male is the homogamete. Okay. Male is the homogamete, where the female is the heterogamete. Is this clear for you? Why? Because the male is having the same sex chromosomes now, right? So that is called as the homogamete because it will produce both the same gamete, right? But in case of female, where she will be bearing the ZW chromosome as a sex chromosome, so she is called as the heterogamete in case of birds. Is this clear? Please don't get confused, okay? So now let's form the gametes. So Z and Z, two gametes, right? And from female, Z and W. Got? So now let's cross this by putting the Punnett square. Where Z, Z and Z, W, right? So let's cross Z, 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 W, right? Again Z, 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 W. Is this clear? So here also the ZZ will be male birds and the ZW will be female birds. It is exactly opposite to the humans, right? Because the female will be what? We will be homogametes. But in case of birds, the females will be heterogamete. So if Z gets fused with the Z chromosome, then there will be the production of what? Male birds. Suppose if Z chromosome gets fused with the W chromosome, then there will be the production of the what? Female. Okay, is this clear? So in case of birds, where the female chromosomes will be playing a vital role because she will be having the two chromosomes then. Is this clear? So this is how we can determine the sex in case of the birds. So now we have learned XX and XY, XX and X0 and also the ZZ and ZW. Is this clear for you? That's good. Now again, so there should be some exceptional, right? Also there should be something different. Nothing is same in this universe or in this nature, right? So there came a animal or an organism by lifting its hand. Yes, I am a little bit different here. You too, you guys please study about me also, na? So who is that guest then? Who is that organism then? That is the honey bee. Honey or haplodiploid. Why it is called as the haplodiploid is because the male honeybees, HB in the sense not hemoglobin, it is the honeybee, okay. In case of male honeybee, the male insect or the male honey, he will be having the haploid chromosomes. In the sense he will be having the 16 chromosomes, okay, because he is the haploid. But in case of female honeybee, she will be diploid. In the sense she will be having the 30 or 32 chromosomes. Okay, so that's why it is called as the haplodiploid, because the male will be having the haploid and the female will be diploid, because the male will be having less chromosomes or half the chromosomes compared to the female. Is this clear? So it is called as the haplodiploidy. So how come the offsprings are formed and how can we determine, right? So we all know that where the honeybees are the group survivors, right? Because there will be presence of workers, queen, drone, right? So where queen is the only female who will be allowed to do mating. So the mating will be done in the air, right? When she flies, this queen flies, the workers or the males, whoever present in the bees, they will fly and they will mate in the air, right? After that, again this queen will come to her house, that is the bee. Later, the males will get died soon after the mating. After that, when this queen, okay, this female's egg will get fused with the sperm of the male, okay. This is sperm of the male and this is the egg of the queen. Suppose the fusion of these female egg and this male sperm happens, then there will be the production of the diploid offsprings. So diploid offsprings, in the sense there will be only the production of what? Females, right? Because we know that where diploid are the females and haploid are the males. So the fusion of this queen's egg and the male sperm will leads to the production of the diploid offspring, that is only females are produced. Is this clear? Okay. And coming to the another case where suppose this egg, okay, think this is the egg of this queen. If this egg will not get fertilized, in the sense this egg without fertilization, this will produce offsprings, okay. So then the offsprings which are produced by or without the fertilization, they are called as the males or drones, because they are haploid. Is this clear? How come without fertilization the egg can produce, right? So I think you all know parthenogenesis, right? It is a term parthenogenesis, where the organism which will not get fertilized its egg, okay, the egg won't be fertilized but the offsprings will be produced. So if the egg gets fused with the sperm of the honeybee, then there will be production of the females, that is the diploid. Suppose the egg won't get fertilized, without fertilization the offsprings will be produced. That is called as the parthenogenesis, and that kind of production is called as the parthenogenesis, and it produces only males, or we can call them as drones. Hence it is called as the haplodiploidy. So is this clear? I think it is clear for you. So it finishes the sex determination in case of the organisms that we have studied till now. And in the next video, let me come up with the new more topics. Till then, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you find it useful, please try to share it to your friends and many others. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye bye.